So the first part of the meeting tonight is just a quick public hearing. Judging by the crowd here, I don't see a lot of comments. All persons are reminded that this session is being recorded on tape for the preservation of records, and you are asked when called upon to give your name, address, and interest in the matter before the council. And that matter is the discussion of Annexation Resolution 46, which is the Narren property, which is 9,424 square feet of land located at 1730 North Main Street. Jim, would you like to say anything?
Sure. Just to remind everybody about this property. It's a small property just north of the North Carroll Business Park property, and it's bordered on the north by Prime Storage. It's a one-family residence, white house on the property, and it's less than a quarter acre in size. Property was sold by Fannie Mae to Mr. Narain last February. Property owner would like to connect to town water, and that requires annexing into the town. All costs associated with bringing water service from the main to the residence is the responsibility of the property owner. And also it's on a private septic system, and that will remain the same. The annexation packet, if you recall, was introduced to council in July. Right after that, we sent copies of the packet to Carroll County government and the Maryland Department of Planning for their review. Maryland Department of Planning reviewed it, came back and approved it, and the county commissioners approved the annexation at their August 21st meeting. Copies of both the documents approving it are in your packets for this evening. It was requested by the property owner to be a legal, non-conforming, restricted zoning district in the town. The current land use designation for the property assigned by the town is restricted industrial. The property is bordered by industrial land on the south, west, and north sides, and Main Street on the east. If the annexation resolution is approved this evening by the council, the resolution will become effective in 45 days, which is October 24th, unless it is petitioned to referendum. So those are the basic facts behind the property and the reasoning for the annexation.
Are there any comments? Going once, going twice, going three times. All right, we'll close the public hearing. All right, now we'll go into the regular meeting of the Town Council for September. Please rise for the opening prayer and pledge of allegiance. Dear Lord, we submit ourselves to you as your servants and the servants of the people of Hampstead who place their trust in us. Please allow every word that is spoken and every action taken to be in the best interest of Hampstead and for everyone gathered here tonight to be a stabilizing influence in these unsettled times. The Lord bless this meeting and our town. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jim, roll.
All right, Mayor Nevin.
Here.
Councilmember Barrett.
Here.
Councilmember Painter.
Here.
Councilman Thomas. Here. Councilman Unglesby.
Here.
And Councilman Zollman.
Here. Just so, in case you notice, Wayne's sitting down there and not up there because we're just taking a little precaution because he's just got back from a long flight from Alaska and he's not feeling tip-top shape. But thanks for being here. All right, minute approvals from the council meeting on August 12th.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Town manager's report.
All right. As usual, we'll start with the water system centralization and modernization project. Many of you have probably noticed construction has begun on the new water mains. The first section of pipeline being laid is under Main Street, running from the pump house at Melvin Miller Park to just north of Greenmount Station. This section is scheduled to be completed in early October. Once that's finished, Mid-Atlantic Utilities will then begin the second water main, which will run from Murphy's Run Court, cuts over to Upper Ford Lane, and then ends at the existing North Carroll water treatment plant. This one's going to take about a month or two, so scheduled to be completed in early November, at which time Mid-Atlantic will move on to their third pipeline, which is the one on Dakota Road, Panther Drive, and then up Shiloh Road just past Hampstead Elementary. This one's much longer than the first two, and they're scheduled for over 3 months to complete this one. So that's 3 out of the 5 that hopefully will be done by, say, I think it's March, which leaves 2 more. Bids for the 2 water treatment plants, water construction contracts, they're due this Friday. and they will be opened at 2 p.m. on Friday. We're expecting at least 3 contractors to place bids on the contract. The engineer's estimated cost for the construction of the 4 water treatment plants is $20.4 million, and let's hope it comes in under that.
I'd hope.
So, rental housing applications were due to be turned in by August 31st. There are over 480 rental units located on 280 rental properties in Hampstead, which is over 10% of all residential properties. As of this morning, we have received approximately 215 applications back, along with the appropriate rental housing license fees. The cost to have a rental property in Hampstead is $100 per rental unit at the property. So far, we have received payments for over 380 rental units in town. Between the active rental properties and the exempt rental properties, what that is if you get an application because it's been a rental housing property, but now say your relative is living there and he's not paying rent, or else you moved back in, or it's unoccupied, you just send it back in, check the box of what it is, and you're exempt from paying the fee. Between the active ones and the exempt ones, we're over 80% of what we mailed out has come back.
But if you have a vacant one, then lease it, they owe us.
Correct.
How are we going to know that?
That's called the honor system. We do make people aware of that hey, it's empty right now, but if you plan on renting it out, you might as well go ahead and just pay it now. So, anyway, we'll be applying late fees tomorrow and sending late letters to all rental properties that are not in compliance. There was a big rush. We reached out and made some phone calls and emails and said, hey, get this in. And so over 80% is not too shabby compared to past rental application
What's
periods.
the late fee?
$50. Yep, so.
It's a bargain. You've been warned.
There's one property out there in particular that has 13 rental units on it, so that's going to be a $650 hit if he doesn't get here tomorrow before we put the late fees on. So anyway, it's going very well so far, and Christina's managing it and doing an amazing
80's
job.
barely a B in my books, so, but okay.
As far as finance, the auditors were on site last week gathering information for the completion of the fiscal year 25 financial statements. Cheryl continues to work closely with them by providing assistance where needed. They'll likely return for at least one day within the next week or so. And then it's fall, which means, as normal, we've got a lot of activities happening around town. The first one is the Hampstead Main Street Partnership. They'll be holding Fall Fest on October 11th. The event will feature live music, vendors, fall-based activities for kids, and a beer garden. The event will take place on the grounds of War Memorial Park, St. John's Church, and Matthews Tire. The hours are 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The town will have a table at Fall Fest, and actually we could use some help manning it. So if you're interested, let me know. NESAP's putting together a Main Street Scarecrow contest to raise funds to help those in their community who need assistance. Hampstead merchants are asked to design and construct a scarecrow that pertains to their business. Each business entry will be assigned a lamppost on Main Street to which they will attach their scarecrow. Scarecrows will be on display from October 10th through October 20th, and residents can vote for their favorite scarecrow at a table at Fall Fest or online.
So they got one day to look at them before they vote, 10th, and we have our Fall Fest.
Fall Fest on the 11th, yes. You don't have to vote then. You can wait later and then go online and do it.
All right.
But they figure they should have a big crowd out there for Fall Fest. Hopefully they can get a lot of votes that day. And then Hampstead Volunteer Fire Company will mark its 125th anniversary with a community celebration on Saturday, October 4th, 2025. The day will begin with a parade along Main Street at noon, followed by an open house at the fire station. For more information, you can contact Anniversary at hampsteadvfd.org. And the last event is the Hampstead Merchants Association will hold their fall social event on Friday, October 10th at Ruhlman's Brewery, which is located on Harvey Gummel Road. Last year was the first time the event was held at Ruhlman's. and everyone really seemed to enjoy the new venue. The event features dinner, beer, and wine. It's a really fun event, and it's a great night for socializing and networking. I know we had a table last year. I'm assuming we'll do it again this year.
Yes.
So let me know if anyone's interested in coming. New one that wasn't on the original staff report is we got a call yesterday from Roganard's Bakery, Bistro, and Cafe. They'll be holding their grand opening and ribbon cutting on Friday, September 26th at 10:30 in the morning. They'll be opening in the old Snickerdoodles location. All are welcome to attend. So once again, let me know.
It actually made the report.
Huh?
It made the report.
It did.
Yeah.
And then
Highly
finally,
efficient staff you have.
we try. And then finally, holidays. Town offices will be closed on Monday, October 13th in observance of Columbus Day. And that's it.
All right. Just a few things going on as we sprint into fall.
Yes.
All right, Diane, let's have the farmer's market.
All right, there are 3 weeks remaining in this year's farmer's market season. The last day will be September 27th. We've had a very successful season with several new vendors who have done very well and an average attendance of 1,500 customers. For those of you who have been participating in the agritourism passport program, we hope you've had a chance to visit some of the other markets and businesses that are participating. We enjoy seeing new customers who have discovered the Hampstead Farmers Market through this program, and we certainly appreciate the customers who return week after week. The advisory team will resume our monthly meetings in early October to begin planning for the Christmas market, which will be held the Friday before Thanksgiving, along with the tree lighting. That's all I have.
Thank you. Wayne?
The Hampstead Train Station Committee, the last Music in the Park will be this Saturday. We have Blue Moon Big Band coming out, so 20 Police Orchestra from 6 to 8 p.m. It's free. Come on out. Hope everybody comes out and enjoys it. Hope to see more than 400 people there this year like we did the last time. Tree Commission, we got our latest grant approved, and we'll be planting trees in Panther Park on the 1st of November. I meet with the Public Works Department to iron out a few places where we're planting trees around the new playground equipment. But other than that, I think we're good to go.
Does Tree Commission apply to shrub plantings too?
You're talking about your bushes up Main Street?
Yep.
I've discussed it with Kevin and gave him some suggestions on what he could do.
Okay.
Seems like the wrong bushes for that kind of application, but I think there's a way we can get them.
Some of them have performed really well, others not so much. I think, I don't know, maybe the dirt, plus it was a cold winter, all the salt.
Yeah.
Give them a year, give them another year. Toby's going to work magic on them.
Yes, sir. Toby is a magic man. That's it for me.
Okay. Deb?
Okay, the Hampstead Planning and Zoning Commission met on Wednesday, August 27th, and there was the approval of the concept site plan for Tractor Supply at on Hanover Pike. Not much has changed from the original plan. They were waiting on minor change information from the county for final approval. Planning and Zoning did ask for a smaller monument sign instead of the tall pylon signs that you typically see for them. And the approval was contingent on the outside color and materials. The commission asked for a brick facade for the building instead of what their plans had on there. And for the Carroll County Department of Planning update, the spring 2025 water sewer amendment was approved by the Board of Commissioners. And that's all I have.
Thank you. That was an excellent suggestion at the Planning Commission meeting.
Wasn't it? Oh, you were there.
Yes, I was. All right, Dave?
Okay, so along with the Main Street Partnership, we finished up the final bed on Main Street for plantings, which was in front of Millender's. So now we have the 2 beds in front of Beaumark, and then the one in front of Millender's was planted. So that's going to look real nice next spring when everything blooms up. And then on our new pocket park, Hampstead Main Street Commons, the town has been awarded a grant through the Community Parks and Playground Grant for a new pocket park on Main Street. The park will be located beside the police department in between that and Manor Time at 112 South Main Street. The park will feature a covered pavilion and a park bench area, and we are excited to add this new park to the Hampstead Main Street area.
Good. All right, Ben.
Okay, for August, so far our average water usage is 364,000 gallons per day. In September, our average usage is 382,000 gallons per day. And that number is skewed because there was a large haymound fire in Baltimore County just outside of Hampstead on Black Rock Road. And over the course of 2 days, the town supplied 230,000 gallons of water to the local fire companies battling the blaze. So that's why the number for September's up so high so far. Rainfall for August was 0.73 inches, and so far for September is 0.94 inches. And after the rainfall, the minimal rainfall we have, we're an abnormally dry drought category as of September 4th.
All right. We'll give it one more month before we threaten to put the water moratorium in place.
It always
So-
seems to work.
Let's not jinx it. Yeah, so if you were wondering why there might have been a little smoky essence around town, now you know there was a very large hay bale fire, not like a hail bale. How many stories high was this thing? 500 some bales stacked together, so 30 feet high, something like that. So that's the reason we were a little smoky in Labor Day weekend. All right, I think Chief, you're up.
Good evening, everyone. During the month of August, with reference to traffic safety, there we go. We investigated 15 accidents, 7 were reportable, 8 were minor property damage only, and 6 crashes took place in the 482 circle. Speed signs were placed at 5 locations for a total of 56 days of display. Traffic enforcement included 1 selective enforcement over an hour period. 1 citation was issued. Overall traffic enforcement included 82 citations and 216 warnings. We conducted 548 property checks. With reference to reported crime, we investigated 1 incident of vandalism, MDOP, 4 frauds, 1 trespass incident, 1 hit and run, 3 assaults of the 2nd degree, 1 extortion, 3 thefts, and 1 CDS incident. With reference to arrests, we took into custody 1 individual for assault, 2 people were charged with theft, 1 individual for a CDS incident, 2 DUIs, and 1 warrant service. Traffic-related arrests included 1 uninsured driver and 5 suspended drivers. With reference to training, we conducted 24 hours of training, including another certification of the NCIC TAC LASSO. NCIC is a National Crime Information Center. To be perfectly honest with you, the TAC LASSO, I'm not really sure what that is. But we have people that are certified in that as well. Medical behavioral emergencies, we conducted training in sexual harassment, heat stress, and we continue with the Juvenile Restoration Act. Community events, the big thing, National Night Out. I mentioned that last council meeting. Thank you for everybody that helped us with that. And we also provided coverage for the annual carnival. It's a big event for us as far as manpower goes. A lot of work goes into that week. And I have an additional notation on there. The Friday, the 29th, the mayor and I attended graduation for the 39th class down at the Sykesville Municipal Police Academy. Kimberly Williams is our new officer. She graduated from the class that Friday. We hope to have a badge ceremony at October's meeting, as long as there's not too many other things going on. And just a couple notes that are not on the report with reference to access to some of the services we have on our version of the website. Just to remind folks, there are 3 public portals that folks can report whatever they need, including vacations checks. That is a service that we provide. There's a way that you can put in your information, and officers will provide checks for your residents as long as you're away for more than 72 hours. It's not designed for something like a quick trip overnight. There is also a key holder feature in there. It is a great feature for businesses. You can get into this secured website, and it'll provide emergency contact information. The big thing is if we have an incident, it's after hours, we always run into a problem trying to find somebody that we can reach out to and contact and let them know there's a problem at their business, their residence, whatever it is. And the last feature is our at-risk portal. What that does is it gives us a way for the public to let us know that there is somebody that is either a special needs, an older folks, whatever, and it gives us a way to have contact information so that if there is a problem with that person, we have a way to get a hold of somebody from the family. And that would be my report.
Questions for Chief? Great, thank you very much, appreciate it. So my report, I've been to a few of the farmers markets on Saturday, so have my favorite vendors and pretty much hit them up every week like everybody else does. Chief mentioned the police graduation, good to have Kimberly on board. She's in field training, and hopefully that continues to go smoothly. It was also kind of, it was good to see, it's good to see every year that the Hampstead Police Department gets a comment from the staff down there about helping out with each graduating class. Several of our officers are graduates, and they go back and help out every single year, which is always appreciated and just shows you how engaged they are, which is a positive. On the county level, Jim and I met with Chris Hine, Daphne Daly, and Andrew Gray, which is the county planning staff. Talked about what we're doing and they talked about what they're doing, so it's always good to sit down and have a conversation about that. On the state level with Maryland Municipal League, there was an executive committee for both the Maryland mayors and the MML board at large, and Dave and I will be going to the board retreat down in D.C. on this Friday. So we were hoping that part of that would be a visit to the White House that got scrubbed, so other things will be in its place. And then, as everybody's mentioned, it's great to see all the events now that it's fall that are coming. It seems like there's no let up anymore anyway, but there's a lot of events coming here, and between our Fall Fest and then the fire department celebrating their 125th, which is great, and the parade. Can argue about the timing at noon, but is what it is, I guess. A couple of great events. It'll be a fun October, and all that happens before we meet again right after Columbus Day already. So we'll be in the middle of fall by then.
We also have a 5K that'll be coming down Main Street the morning of Fall Fest. They'll be leaving Pantherplex at 8 a.m., coming down 42 to Main, down to Shiloh, and then exiting Main Street. So
are they going to run on the road, or are they going to run on the sidewalk?
We're going to close the shoulder down, and they'll be going down the shoulder.
Who's sponsoring that event?
It is, Pantherplex is putting it together, and it's a benefit to raise money for breast cancer.
Very good.
Yep.
So there's another event for people to sign up, and I guess there's on Pantherplex website should be a sign up.
Yep,
hopefully.
should be.
And if, we can always, I guess there's always room for another bakery bistro in town. That'll be 4. So I'll be there for that. So that'll be neat to see what Rogan Art brings to town. And from what I can tell from the traffic in the morning, they're all doing very well. So hopefully we got room for one more. That's it for my comments. Part of new business today, there's only one. It's the award of a contract for paving of various town roads. And there were 3 respondents to that bid: M.T. Laney, White Pine Paving; C.J. Miller. Looks to me like White Pine Paving for $390,352 is the low bid.
We're familiar with all 3 companies. We're comfortable with all 3, so it's the recommendation of town staff that we award the contract to White Pine Paving.
I move to award the contract to White Pine Paving for $390,352.
Thank you, Wayne.
Second.
Seconded by Diane. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, so awarded. Then last but not least, the subject of our public hearing, where there were no comments, and Jim earlier went over the adoption of Annexation Resolution 46, which is the Narain. Thank you. Sorry, I keep messing that up. Narain property, which is 9,424 square feet of land located at 1730 North Main Street. So is there a motion to adopt the annexation of Resolution 46?
I'll make a motion to adopt Resolution 46.
Second.
And second by Deb. All right, any discussion thereof?
Yeah. So we got all the approvals, county, state, and everything?
Correct. Yep.
All right, we're good. Wayne's good.
We're good.
Further
There's now a 45-day waiting period for anyone that would want to petition the referendum, but I doubt it.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Councilmember Barrett,
Yes.
Councilmember Painter,
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas,
Yes.
Councilmember Oglesby,
Yes.
Councilmember Zolman.
Yes.
Motion is adopted. Thank you. That was easy for you. Welcome to town. All right, public comments. Lily? Good? All right, just double checking. Ben brought his daughter along tonight. It's good to see her. All right, didn't mean to put you on the spot. Seeing no public comments, motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you for joining us on TV, and we look forward to seeing you again next month. And remember all the events we've got going on between now and then.